Chapter 3 of our book is called Defining and Demystifying the Destination. It's really a chapter about clarity. The best teachers really make clear the steps that learners need to take, the journey that they need to make towards a great piece of work. And what we do in this chapter, we start off with a story. And it's a story of a teacher that's been through our Outstanding Teaching Intervention programme called Emma. And Emma was kind enough to share this story with us. Her epiphany for going through the Outstanding Teaching Intervention programme was that she became less Scooby-Doo and more Blue Peter. Now, for those that not initiated, these programs from my youth, and I think they're both still around today, certainly in the UK. But Blue Peter have always had a section in the programme where one of the presenters makes something. It could be an Easter hat, it could be something to create for Christmas or something for one of your dolls. But the presenter would always get out a model. Here's one I made earlier. So we could see what we were trying to replicate and reproduce. And effectively, the people watching that programme, the viewers, were trying to imitate the model. But the other TV programme at the time was Scooby-Doo. And Emma talked about the idea that she worked hard and the learners worked hard, and we'd sort of get there in the end, but by that way of working, we might not even cover all of the course, and we might miss things out. So her epiphany has been to be more Blue Peter, less Scooby-Doo. 2 years later, Emma's results as a teacher who works in a college are far higher than they've ever been. And so that's the impact that learning has had for her. So how do we get that? Well, one of the things we advocate in the booklet is teachers to be collectors and curators of models. And a model of work can be anything. It can be something from a past pupil, it can be something that you've created yourself, it can be something that you found on the internet, it could be a YouTube link, it literally can be anything you like. But by having a model, we can start to unpick, to deconstruct that model into criteria that other learners can imitate. We also encourage, though, models to be perhaps not as perfect as they might be, anti-models or a variety of different examples of work, so that kids interact with them and get a better understanding about clarity between levels of work and standards of work. And we really encourage teachers to not just collect models, but curate models, to get good at explaining to themselves and each other in a staff room context, in a teacher training context, what a good one looks like, before they then impart that clarity to learners. And so this chapter is about waggles, what a good one looks like. It's about co-creating success criteria with learners, starting off with a model that learners interact with first. It's about deliberately giving learners work that's got errors or problems and they've got to fix them. We call those find and fix challenges. It's about a variety of different techniques that we can use in the classroom so learners become much, much clearer about what the piece of work is that they need to emulate and the steps and stages along the way. We've also got a brilliant example from a teacher called Claire Hodgson of how she breaks down a topic into steps that she creates as a series of stations on the London Underground line. And we present this image with Claire's permission in training, and teachers absolutely love it because they're starting to realise actually that if you want a learner to make really good progress, they need to see the steps. They need to understand if they're really at that step or at that station and what they need to do to get to the next station.